We will develop a TODO application using Rocket, the Rust framework. By taking this course, you will master efficient development methods while programming in a modern language. Compared to other Rust frameworks, Rocket is easy to develop with and is ideal for small to medium-sized applications. By developing a web application, you can deepen your understanding of both server-side and client-side through data exchange. Let's take this opportunity to start developing. We will configure Rocket in the configuration file. We will write the code to build a web server in the main file. Finally, we will launch it from the terminal. This completes the initial setup. Add the library to the configuration file. Make the database operable via the terminal. Create the database file. Create an environment file and specify the database file. Set up Diesel. Create a migration file. Write the SQL to create the TODO. Write the SQL to drop the table. Run the migration. Once the schema is created, you are done. Create a model file. Define the data structures necessary for TODO. Add attributes to the data structures. Create a template folder. Create an HTML file for the template. Create a rocket file. Define the template folder and its address. Create a static folder. Download CSS from the UIKit website. Drag and drop the downloaded files into the static folder. Create a library file. List the libraries to be used. Create a repository file. List the necessary libraries. Define the structures. Write the processing logic. Write the logic to connect to the database. Write the logic to retrieve list information. Write the logic to retrieve detail information. Write the logic for creating new entries. Write the logic for updating entries. Write the logic for deleting entries. Create a root file to describe the view processing. List the libraries to be used. Describe each routing. Specify the data retrieval for the list and the template. the list template. Include the header. The title section. Implement the TODO at button. The list section. Control the display of the list and conditional displays using template control structures. Modify the main file. List the libraries to be used. Set the port. Enable reading from the static folder. Enable the use of templates. Define the error handler. Describe the error handler. Start the application. Comment out any routing that is not documented. Correct the environment variable names. Implement the display of the additional template. Implement the addition process. If it works correctly, transition to the list page. If there is an error, transition to the error page. Create the additional template. Implement the additional template. Include the header. In the title section. Implement a button to transition to the TODO list. Implement the TODO addition form. Add the newly created routing to the mount. Start the application. Add a TODO item. Successfully added the item. We will implement the logic to retrieve detail data and specify the template. If it works correctly, we will transition to the detail page. If there is an error, we will transition to the error page. We will implement the deletion process. If there is an error, we will transition to the error page. If it works correctly, we will transition to the list page. We will correct any issues in the We will create the detail template. We will implement the detail template. We will include the header. We will implement the title section. We will implement a button to transition to the TODO list. We will implement the details of the TODO item. We will add the newly created routing to the mount. We will start the application. We will check the details of the TODO item. We will delete the TODO item. The deletion was successful. We will implement the display of the update template. If it works correctly, we will transition to the update page. If there is an error, we will transition to the error page. We will implement the update process. If it works correctly, we will transition to the detail page. If there is an error, we will transition to the error page. We will create the update template. We will implement the update template. We will include the header. We will implement the title section. We will implement a button to transition to the TODO list. We will implement the TODO update form. We will add the newly created routing to the mount. We will start the application. We will add a TODO item. We will update the TODO item. The update was successful. We will implement the display of the error template. We will create the error template. We will implement the error template. We will include the header. We will implement the error display section. We will add the newly created routing to the mount. Click the New button on the GitHub dashboard. Enter the repository name and description to create the repository. Execute the displayed command in the terminal. Create a git in your file and list the files to be ignored. Run the command in the terminal to push the project to the repository. Display the render page and click the Start button. Log in with your GitHub account. Select Web Services from the button in the upper right corner of the screen. Select the created repository and click the Connect button. Choose the name and language. Select a plan and set the environment variables. Click the Deploy button. The deployment is now complete. So far, we have implemented a TODO application using Rocket, a Rust framework. Being able to develop applications in Rust allows you to create not only web applications but also API servers, command line tools, and even operating systems. We encourage you to utilize Rust to create your own applications.